success. It is not a destination. It is not a moment. It is not luck. Success is a decision. A decision made in silence, when no one is watching, when no one believes, when quitting feels easier. Because success is built in the quiet hours, when the world is asleep and you choose to keep going. Think about that for a moment. Think about the last time you kept going when nobody clapped. Dreams are fragile. Every great success begins with a dream, a vision, a whisper in your heart telling you you were made for more. But dreams are fragile. They are tested by doubt, tested by fear, tested by failure. And most people give up not because they can't succeed, but because they stop believing. Let me say that again. They stop believing. Think of the inventor. Think of the artist rejected 100 times. Think of the athlete injured, told to quit. They believed when no one else did. The first step. Success begins the moment you take the first step. Not when you're ready, not when it's perfect, but when you decide to start anyway. Because clarity comes from action, confidence comes from movement, and success comes from persistence. How many dreams die waiting for the perfect moment? The perfect moment does not exist. Courage exists. Action exists. Now exists. Hard days define you. There will be hard days, days when motivation disappears, days when everything feels impossible. But those days, those are the days that define you. Because anyone can work when it's easy, but champions work when it's hard. Repeat that to yourself. Champions work when it's hard. Think of the single mother working 2 jobs. Think of the student studying while exhausted. Think of the entrepreneur failing 7 times. That is where success is born, not in comfort, in chaos. Failure is part of success. Failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is part of success. Every setback, every mistake, every rejection is shaping you, building you, preparing you. Because success is not about never falling, it's about rising every single time. Say this out loud in your mind. I will rise again. Not once, not twice, every single time. Discipline over comfort. Motivation comes and goes, but discipline stays. Discipline is choosing your future over your comfort. It is waking up early, working late, showing up even when you don't feel like it. Because success belongs to those who keep going. Think of the 4 a.m. runner. Think of the writer who writes even with writer's block. Think of the builder who shows up to an empty site. That is discipline, and discipline is freedom. Small steps, big change. Success is not built in one day, it is built every day. Small steps, small wins, small progress. Over time, small becomes big, and big becomes extraordinary. Do not despise the day of small beginnings. A river starts as a drop, a fire starts as a spark. Your breakthrough is coming one small step at a time. Believe before you achieve. You must believe before you achieve, because the mind is where success begins. If you believe you can, you will find a way. If you believe you can't, you will find an excuse. Which voice are you feeding? The voice of possibility or the voice of fear? Courage over fear. Fear will always be there, but courage is acting despite fear. Every successful person was once afraid. They just refused to let fear decide their future. You can be afraid and still move forward.
You can be uncertain and still take the step. That is not weakness. That is the definition of brave. The breakthrough is close. Most people quit right before the breakthrough, right before the opportunity, right before success. But if you keep going, if you refuse to quit, you will reach the moment that changes everything. What if your next step is the one? What if today is the day before your miracle? Keep going. Growth takes time, patience, consistency. But if you stay committed, you will grow. And one day, you will look back and realize how far you've come. That view from the top is only for those who did not quit the climb. Becoming better than yesterday. Success is not about being better than others. It's about becoming better than you were yesterday. It's about growth. It's about resilience. It's about never giving up. So keep going, keep pushing, keep believing. Your dreams matter. Your journey matters. Your success is waiting for you. The brave decision. Because one day, the struggle will make sense. The pain will become strength, and the journey will become your success story. Success is not for the lucky. Success is for the brave. And today, you choose to be brave. Success begins with one decision.